A lot of people don't understand that homelessness can mean a lot of different things, including those who are couch surfing, living with friends and family, in refuges, in temporary accommodation, as well as those living in the street and in their cars. The last census showed that there was approximately 668 individuals at that time sleeping rough, or that was a big increase from the 2006 census.
Violence against women affects 1 in 3 women and children in Australia, and 2 women are killed a week through that violence. For Barwon Kaza, we see 2,000 women and children and men who have been sexually assaulted.
Some of the key findings from the survey were that there was a really high rate of lifetime alcohol use by Year 6, Year 8 and Year 10 students, that the main supplier of alcohol to young people were parents, which is alarming, that school completion and school failure were high for Year 6, Year 8 and Year 10 students, and that there's family conflict is really high across all year levels in that community.
So food insecurity in the Geelong region, individuals, couples and families experiencing financial hardship lack the ability to access adequate, fresh and nutritious food. Over the last year, the level of emergency food relief provided by the Geelong Food Relief Centres has increased by 40% when compared to previous years. This is consistent with data collected from the Food for Thought, a needs assessment of food assistance in the Geelong region, which indicated that 64% of organisations that provide food assistance had reported an increase in clients seeking food assistance in the past year.
Yes. Children living in intergenerational poverty can be affected by many different factors that can have a negative impact on their development. Things like poor parenting skills, low levels of literacy and education, unstable and low quality housing, as well as poor health and stress. And many of these factors tend to cluster, thus amplifying the effects for individual children.
Family violence is a very serious issue in our community. In Victoria, there are over 46,000 applications to the Magistrates Court for intervention orders. The process is an extremely stressful and traumatising one for women and children.
Identified need with the East project is that we've got high levels of disengagement from school with kids, and that's predominantly being picked up at grade 5, 6 going into year 7, and so that's why that group's been targeted.
We're trying to respond to family violence in the Geelong region. We see 300 referrals a month just in this region. So we're reaching out to women and children to support them to leave family violence.
There's obviously the homeless and families and those in crisis. Some people have mental issues which puts them on the street. But there's also the working poor who are now becoming quite needy in some cases. It's really looking after those who are in crisis at this very moment. They need help straight away, and we're here to give it.